You ready for the video?
Yes.
Let's get it. Present practice. What is vibing? This is Vish and
Natasha,
today we'll be responding to Sadhguru's video on
how can women be more successful in society?
do you ever find yourself stressed, anxious, or nervous? Well, that used to be me all the time, and then I found meditation. And now I've got hundreds of people on their journeys. I'll be soon coming out with a cool meditation thing, so stay tuned for that. And today, I'm here with Natasha. Want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Natasha Ibrahim. I am a travel, health, and mindset blogger and YouTuber. I create content around traveling and kind of just creating the life that you dream of and then moving everything around towards that so you can live how you really truly want to. But yeah.
Awesome. Where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at the Natasha Ibrahim, and here on YouTube, it's just my name, Natasha Ibrahim.
All of our stuff will be in the links down below. Have you heard of Sadhguru before?
Yes, I have.
What do you know about him?
So he's a spiritual guru. He's blowing up right now all over the internet. I practice a lot of yoga and meditation. He's really big in that area, and yeah, he makes a lot of interesting videos.
So Natasha, with the experience that you have, how would you describe how women can be more successful in society before we watch the video?
I think following your passion is the biggest thing, being independent and knowing that you're capable of anything that a man is capable of. Those are three things I live by.
And we'd love to hear what you think about how women can be successful more in society in the comments down below before you watch the video. And then after, once you've watched it, if you have a different view or you agree with something or disagree with something, you can also comment down below. And with that,
let's get into the video.
If you make economics the only value of your life, then world will become very male. There must be a world where women can be 100% feminine and still be absolutely successful. Money should not be the ruling factor. Well, a woman is not a separate species, first of all. This too much of man-woman thing is being done, unfortunately. It's a small biological difference to serve a certain purpose. We're all here today because of this difference, yes? So, we don't have to treat women like separate species. There was a time when the world was such that a woman couldn't really go out and do much because of the nature of the world around. Suppose right now, I don't know, maybe 2,000–3,000 people turned up from many parts of the world for yesterday's event in Kashi. I think in this more than 60% are women. Now, suppose this was 1,000 years ago, it would be 95% men, only 5% women maybe. Because to travel by walk or on a horseback and to come to Kashi from 1,000 miles away would be a challenging thing for a woman, would not be very safe for a woman those days. But today, you must understand it's not your liberal attitude which has brought women reasonably level, just technology. Technology has leveled the difference because your big muscle is no more useful. You need some brain. When man's muscle did everything on this planet, naturally man was dominant. This dominance also is misunderstood. He dominated in one arena which was filmed and reported. She dominated in a different arena which was private and not reported. If you make economics the only value of your life, money is the only prime value in your life, then world will become very male. Because there'll be no room for the feminine to find expression. There may be women, but they will surrender their feminine to be successful, unfortunately. This should not happen. Women should succeed as women, not as men. with full-blown feminine nature, they must be able to be successful in a society. They don't have to pretend to be a man to be successful. This has to go. If this has to go, the world has to move completely from brawn to brain. It's very important, this transition. Now, when you talk about economy or money power, it's brawn. It's a different kind of muscle. So we are taking away the physical muscle and bringing in the money muscle, so once again you're creating a male-dominated society, masculine-dominated society, because now women have understood how to be successful by being masculine. No, this is not a good thing for the world. There must be a world where women can be 100% feminine and still be absolutely successful. If this has to happen, money should not be the ruling factor, it should be just currency. Money is just currency to facilitate things. But right now, money is the ruling factor, so masculine becomes the dominant force. We need to change this. Unless music, aesthetics, love, beauty and other things, everything becomes equal proportions, feminine will not flourish. And if feminine is wiped out of this planet, then all the men will sit and wonder, why are we living?
So Natasha, what'd you think of the video?
I thought it was interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with a couple things, but I honestly, the overall topic and theme of masculine and feminine energy, I kind of do disagree with what he said.
Well, tell us more about that.
So he was saying women should be completely feminine and be completely in their feminine energy, and this is actually something I wanted to mention before when you asked me how women can be successful or about that. I think it's so important for women to use their feminine energy to create success in their lives. However, I believe that men and women both have feminine and masculine energy within them, and that they should use both types of energy, kind of like yin and yang, and balance them out. I don't think masculine energy only belongs to men and feminine energy only belongs to females. I think that it really blends within us, and then it blends among us as well.
Okay, well thank you for sharing that. I think it's important to know on this channel as well that we want to keep this fully transparent, so I think it's really cool that you were able to share your views so openly, and that's very important. I really value open discussion, whether you agree or disagree, doesn't matter. Open discussion is what matters. And it is interesting what you said, because I've noticed this actually about Sadhguru himself. I've seen, honestly, hundreds of videos at this point. And he tends to, I guess when giving a point or trying to make a point, maybe exaggerate or emphasize certain things, which when taken literally, it can come off as maybe a one-sided thing. But I can definitely say with clarity, I've seen a lot of his other videos, and he does talk about exactly what you said, which is the idea that every male and female has both a masculine and feminine energy within them, and that you actually do want to balance both of those. So I think maybe where he was trying to go with this specific video is that it almost seems like, and I could be wrong, this is how I interpret it, but it almost seems like currently females, again, this isn't a right or wrong thing per se, but at least more of an observation as he puts it, that females today have become more masculine energy oriented than feminine.
Yeah.
So it's not that that's a bad thing, but as you just mentioned before, it's all the balance.
Yeah.
Right? What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I agree that we're in a time where entrepreneurship is really big and people are really driven to create more, but at the same time, we've also entered a time of feminine energy in the world. As we see a lot of people practicing meditation more, mindfulness, especially with COVID and being inside, quarantining more, I feel like that brought out a lot of feminine energy and creativity in all of us, a lot of introspection. So I think that while yes, masculine energy has kind of come up a lot in the past decade, I think recently in the past year or so we are moving into a more feminine way of living in the world.
Well, very cool. I actually wasn't aware of that, so I appreciate you sharing that. And yeah, no, it is interesting too, because as I've kind of also understood from the videos, again, I've seen hundreds at this point, he never directly answers the question, is what I've kind of observed.
Yeah.
And it is cool because, actually, before I even share why that's the case, did you feel that way too, or how would you comprehend that statement I made?
Yeah, I feel like there were loose ends, and I actually really appreciate that because as a guru and as a leader or a teacher, your job or your mission, I per se, would be to lead and not to tell people like what is right or wrong or how it should be. And I think that's very important for people who claim to be gurus or leaders or who we classify as leaders to not be projecting ideas or ways of thinking on us directly and allowing space for us to actually digest what they're saying and then form our own opinion.
Yes, 100%. You, I think, nailed it right there. It's all about, as a guru's job, at least from what I've learned, to guide and not to say this is the case or this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do. And very rarely I've seen that with Sadhguru. I mean, there are certain times he says it, but again, it's just to make a point. But usually, and he himself says it, a guru literally just means a guide. And that's it. He's no god, he's no authority figure, nothing, just a guide. And we just seek some guidance and then use the tools that we learn. That's it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you for being here today
Yeah.
and for sharing those views. Also appreciate you for watching and would love to hear what you think about what Sadhguru said, what Natasha said, or what I said in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check out Natasha, who will also be in the links down below. And with that, make a great day, take it joyfully, and stay conscious. Awesome job.
Cool. This was great.
Yeah, so that's that.